Are you a multi-streamer who likes running polls on your stream? Because I do. I actually used to ask chat to type in their votes in chat and then close my eyes, wait for like 3 seconds, and then when I open my eyes, I pick whichever chat I saw first. Sometimes I would even copy chat, paste it into AI, and tell me whichever word or choice came up the most, and then yeah, that's the winner. Until I got tired of that because I had votes coming from Twitch, from YouTube, from Kick, and TikTok, and there was no single place to count all of them. So I built this. Most platforms already have a built-in poll system, but the problem is they only work on that platform. So if you want to run polls throughout all your streams, you should basically create separate polls, which is a hassle for you as a streamer. Or one of your options is just run a single poll on the platform with the most viewers. But that'll make some viewers on the other platforms feel like they're being left out and their opinions don't matter. And you don't want them to feel like that because they'll eventually stop watching your stream if you do that. What I wanted was one global poll, and it works across all the platforms that I care about. Simple for viewers to use, no special commands or accounts needed. Just type in the number of their vote and it would work. That's why I created the MultiPoll Widget. MultiPoll as in many polls, okay? Not the multipoll that you heard from your math classes. The MultiPoll widget is a browser source widget that lets you run polls directly on your stream, pulling votes from Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and TikTok chat. You can set 2 to 5 choices, and viewers vote by typing numbers. Everything updates live, and it works through Streamer.bot and Tickfinity. And the best part of it all, you can control everything from a dock. By the way, I really had to learn a new coding language just to be able to create this one. And so now I'm feeling great about myself. So, you're now obligated to finish this entire video, okay? Watch it till the end. So, here's the workflow. For Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, Streamer.bot handles the chat. All you need to do is to make sure that your Twitch, YouTube, and Kick accounts are all logged into Streamer.bot. You also gotta make sure that your WebSocket server is turned on. For TikTok, I use Tickfinity to listen to chat events. All you need to do is open Tickfinity and make sure that your username is inside the Your TikTok Name text box. Then the widget combines everything into one overlay. The viewers don't need to learn anything. They just really need to type in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Easy, right? This is honestly my favorite part and the one I'm most proud of making. The dock. Okay, here you can control everything. For example, I'm streaming WWE, even though I'm displaying a Spider-Man gameplay video. And I want to ask chat what they want for the next match. I would just type in here, next match, and then the choices would be John Cena versus Randy Orton, and then the second choice is Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns, sir. And the next one is the poll duration. I think I don't need to explain that, but say for example I want to run a 1-minute poll. And then if I click this, it just displays an overlay on your stream. Pretty cool, right? And to vote, like I said, all you need to do is just type in 1 or 2. Like I'll use my Twitch to send in a vote. I'll type in 1. Yeah, it just works, right? And as you can see, the dock also shows the live results or the live real data of the poll. This is honestly one of the yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like so, this is so cool, bro. And when you just want to just force end the poll, all you need to do is just click end poll, and it just displays the winner. It makes the choice bigger. This is so cool, bro. Yeah, like, yeah. I don't know if you also guys notice, but see, when I start the poll, do you see that animation, that smooth animation? Like, yeah. Yeah, it just displays the two text box that the poll needs to display. And let's say, for example, I add another choice. Let's say I want to add Undertaker versus Kane, and then start the poll. See, like, look closely on the three choices as I start the poll. Pretty smooth, right? Now, I don't know if you notice, it also sends a bot message to your chat whenever you start a poll, so that it cues your chat that a poll just started. Go vote now. Also, one of the cool things is, like, in the dock, it also displays how much time left they have when a poll is running, so that you could tell them, oh, you only have like so and so seconds left, so go vote, go cast in your votes. Or I don't know, like, maybe, I don't know what consequences they would get if they don't vote. So if you think we're done there, well, you're wrong. We're just getting started. I'll show you one more super cool thing that I created. So if you go to the top right of the dock, you'll see a Thunderbolt icon. And if you click that, it'll warn you that some actions are not found. This is talking about the optional Streamer.bot actions that I created that works well along with this widget. So if I copy this import code and go to my Streamer.bot and then paste it, I will have these different actions. So what this does is, if I click recheck and then says actions are found now, dude. So what it does is I added Streamer.bot actions to basically control these buttons that we have here. Let me give you an example. Let's say I want to start a poll. All I need to do is just test this trigger, and if I test it, it just does the same thing as this button. And I have actions for everything, like all the buttons, all the options that are available. If you've used the Streamer.bot long enough, then you should know where I'm going with this. You know what I'm thinking right now? If there's a Streamer.bot action, that means we could have a Stream Deck button for it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. So I created a Stream Deck profile. So if you click this link, it'll take you to the download link of those profiles. I have one for Stream Deck Plus and one for Stream Deck XL, which should also work for the standard Stream Deck. But let me show it to you how it works. So I have a Stream Deck Plus here with the profile that I made, and as you can see, if I press this button, it just starts the poll, right? Super cool. And if I press it again, it'll end it right away. Oops. Yeah. And also, if I press this button, it'll toggle the visibility of the poll. You can see, right? And if I start it and then toggle, and then end, it just works. And if I press this clear button, it'll clear the dock. Yeah, like that. And here's the cool part, because we're using a Stream Deck Plus, we could take advantage of the action wheel. So I use it for setting the duration of the poll. So let's say, for example, I want to create a 2-minute poll, then I just, yeah, we were already at the 2-minute one. I just click this in, and then it just changes the duration of the poll. And if I want a 1 minute, I just scroll and then click in, and for 30 seconds, click in. Yeah, super cool, right? Yeah. Okay, I'll show you one last cool thing about this widget. So if I go to Streamer.bot and go to action history, I would see all the instances of when a poll was started. So let's say, for example, I'll double click this. I'll see that it also contains all the data that was in this poll. So if I right click and then click requeue, it'll just run the poll again. So if you run the same poll over and over again, instead of typing in all the inputs for that, you could just find it in your action history and then right click and then requeue it. So if you multi-stream and you're tired of guessing who won your polls, you have this tool now. One poll, all platforms, easy to use for the viewers. Yeah. If you want to get this widget, you can download it for free. Link is going to be down in the description box. If you want to see the other cool widgets that I created for streams, I'm also going to leave the link to my Patreon. You can find all the things that I created there. Actually, there is a pro version for this widget, which you can have up to 10 choices for your poll. So yeah, go visit my Patreon page if you want to check out more of my stuff. Also, if you're on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, or TikTok, I also hope you could follow my channels. Their links are going to be down below as well. Also, one last thing, if you really found this video helpful, I hope you could leave a like or a comment to this video, and I hope you could subscribe to the channel. I'll post more of these soon. So yeah, thanks for watching the video and hope to see you in the next one. Bye.